This is music, and this is a very Australian edition of Tapeworm Terror. Welcome to another episode of Tapeworm Terror. This is a bit of a special episode because in this episode I'm going to talk about these two cassette tapes, which were very generously sent to me by BVD Aussie Metal Head, the great Brendan Van Doom himself. He was so generous and nice to send me these two cassette tapes. Nick Barker and the Reptiles, Goin to Pieces, and this one here, The Angels Beyond Salvation. So I'm going to talk about these two. Again, I just want to say thanks to Brendan Van Doom or BVD for sending me these very enjoyable cassette tapes. Let's start out by having a look at Nick Barker and the Reptiles. This is what it looks like. It's a full-length album. Looks like this on the back. The cassette tape shell itself is in immaculate condition. It looks like it's new. And it sounds like it's new as well, so that's great. And I really just like this for some reason, this very white, clean looking finish that it has. The J card itself looks like this. You got the spine here. Here you have on this flap track list that is a bit hard for me to read, to be honest. But you also have the track list here. And if you fold out the J card, it is actually pretty cool. You have like lyrics in a font size that even old people can read, and looks like this too. So it's kind of a big kind of fold out J card, but that's really nice that you can actually read the lyrics. So there you go. That's the sort of physical part of it. So what kind of music are we dealing with? I would say this is classic rock. Really enjoyable classic rock. There's some really cool harmonica work on this, on several of the songs. Very bluesy harmonica work. But the music itself is, I would say it's classic rock, yeah. With some hard rock elements, with some blues rock elements as well. The vocals are a bit Billy Idol-ish in places. And I also get a bit of a Rolling Stones vibe from this entire album because it's classic rock, but it has kind of a dirty kind of edge to it, just like the Rolling Stones were kind of the more sort of gritty and dirty sounding sort of band among their peers. So yeah, really enjoyable. I really like all the songs on this one. It's really just a nice thing to just throw on your cassette deck and play it, and sit around and listen to it, or, maybe have it playing in the background while you're cleaning your records or something like that. It's really enjoyable. Really glad that I have this one. Good stuff. Really like it. Up next, we have The Angels Beyond Salvation. Lot of tape here. So full-length album too. The J card, let's have a look at that. The J card, this is the front, the spine, got the back with a track list. And if you fold out the J card again, you have some credits here. You have some lyrics starting there, and you have pretty cool band shot here. I don't know if it's from a music video. And then you have the lyrics, and this is the way you should read it. And one thing that I noted that's interesting about both this one and Nick Barker is that it says recorded on BASF chrome tape. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a logo I haven't seen since probably the mid-90s. And I used to have these tapes you could record yourself from BASF, and I also had VHS tapes you could record yourself from BASF. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, this is hard rock. It's a bit kind of like a, shall we say, maybe a more polished AC/DC. There is certainly an influence of AC/DC here. Some of the riffage is a bit AC/DC-esque. But you also have an influence from, I think, Southern rock. And most of the songs on here are, all of the songs are good, but most of them are very good. I think my favorite songs are Backstreet Pickup. You can guess what that song is all about. Love Waits is also awesome. And Pushing and Shoving is a great song. And also Beyond Salvation and Taken X. Taken X is a bit different. It starts out being hard rocky, but it becomes kind of a bit more epic-y sounding in a way. But great stuff. I really like, especially when they sort of kick into some groovy riffs, or when they kick into some kind of more boogie kind of stuff. And they have a knack for writing really catchy riffs. So that's the Angels. If you like your just hard rock, if you like AC/DC, if you like, I would say even stuff like Whitesnake. I mean, because there's a bit of cock rock, of a cock rock side to this with some of the lyrics. But if you like, like AC/DC, Whitesnake, kind of combining them into a more polished AC/DC, do check out the Angels. So both of these cassette tapes, very, very, very enjoyable. If you come across copies of them, do pick them up, especially if you like classic rock with a bit of a dirty edge to it, or if you like hard rock with a bit of a polished edge to it. You got this one. These are great. Do check them out. Again, thanks to BVD for sending me these cassette tapes. I will make a first impression video as well, in which I talk about my first impressions of the 3 CDs he sent as well. But for now, thanks for watching.